going on, boys? It's Daddy Big here, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm here with the bestie zombie.
Yeah, that's me. That is who I am.
And, back in my day, right, that was back in the good old days, that was really the prime of my life. Back when all I had to do was shit myself and eat and play with my trucks,
Yeah, 5th grade is crazy.
I was thinking more along the lines of like when I was like 3.
Oh. Okay.
but there is this whole idea that being a kid is like the best time to be alive,
Mm-hmm.
And there's also this idea that, oh, it's just a phase, he'll grow out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're here to talk about today. The things that you did or maybe didn't ever grow out of. So, you want to kick us off with any big ideas here?
2 words. Warrior cats. That's where I'm going to put my piece on the chessboard. I don't know what else there is to say other than warrior cats. I was a warrior cats kid.
Like, what even is that, though? For, like, those of us who weren't, like, closeted furries at the age of 7,
Yeah, so basically, Warrior Cats was this book series by this author named Aaron Hunter. Aaron Hunter doesn't exist, just a little spoiler alert. But it's essentially about these cats that make their own little society. And it's like... Society, but with cats. And they have wars, and they're just out there being cats. There's cat politics. It's crazy. And we would reenact these warrior cats scenes. We had warrior cats OCs. We'd go out in the playground and play warrior cats, read the books. It was the whole shebang.
You had the whole warrior cats gang?
Yes, we did.
Of buddies?
We had wars.
Really?
Yes, we did.
And you were the warrior cats, right?
We were the warrior cats, yes.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, this is just like completely random, but I remember when I was a kid. Have you ever heard of moon sand?
It's like the funny sand. That's like the actual sand. You're talking about like actual sand, right?
No, it's like a toy.
Yeah, like
it's like this like bluish grayish stuff, and it's malleable. And the whole gimmick, it was moon sand. The whole gimmick was like, it was kind of like Play-Doh, but more clumpy, like sand.
Oh yeah.
And then the whole part of the whole gimmick was it came with all these tools, like this big scooper. You could scoop up the moon sand and like move it,
Yeah.
And there's just this home video on VHS of me, just like at like the age of 6, getting moon sand for Christmas. And as I'm unboxing it, I'm just like reciting the commercial. I was like, moon sand, the sand that you can mold. Just like saying that over and over again. And I just thought of that, and that was kind of funny.
Moon sand sounds like a warrior cat's name too. So I think it segues nicely.
Like a Khajiit in Skyrim.
Yeah, sure. Isn't that the cat people?
Those are the cat people.
They're the cat people.
Yeah.
Meow.
When I was doing a podcast session with Lucas, he was I was talking about doing these sessions with you, and I was like, yeah, we laugh a lot.
We're a little goofy, we're a little silly.
Yeah, I think I don't know. IDK. But yeah, was there anything else, like any other wacky things you were into like in elementary school or anything like that?
I was just a big nerd essentially, so there's like a lot of things, but like I was a semi Harry Potter kid. I only read up to book 5.
Fake fan.
I am a fake
fan.
I am a fake fan.
What's your house?
Gryffindor. You strike me as a Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm a bottom. I could not be a Gryffindor.
I don't know. I took the test. I took the official test, and like, I don't know.
Dude, millennials are scary.
Millennials are so scary.
Remember our 10th grade English teacher?
I do. do.
She was straight up a millennial and
She
just
was.
had Harry Potter mugs in the whole nine. You know.
Wasn't her house Hufflepuff too, or was it Ravenclaw?
Oh my gosh.
I think it was Hufflepuff.
Was it? I don't know.
I thought it was Hufflepuff. I cannot believe we're having this conversation right now.
Yeah. Let's move on. But kind of on the topic of books, Warrior Cats. I remember I never read that. But the thing is, like, I feel like I did. Like, I feel like I read one of the books.
You probably did.
But it wasn't, like, a big deal to me.
Yeah.
But did you ever read the Magic Treehouse series?
I did. I hated them.
You hated them?
I hated them.
Why?
I thought like the guy and the girl were like stupid. I don't know. I remember not liking them.
Really?
I don't necessarily have a good reason why.
But it was a Magic Treehouse.
I just didn't. I thought, like, I don't know why, but like third grade me or whatever just thought it was stupid, and I'm like, no, real literature, warrior cats, and
Interesting.
I don't know. I was in a Magic Treehouse.
I read a lot of I did read Harry Potter, but I also read Percy Jackson. That was one of my like favorite series. Did you what was I even gonna say? Did you ever get in trouble in elementary school? Or like did you ever get a referral or anything?
I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so. I was very much a goody two shoes, and like even if I got like mildly like yelled at by the teacher, I would like be in tears. So I made sure.
I remember one time on the bus, I was like opening my umbrella, and my bus driver was really strict, and she was like, "Don't do that." I did it again, and she took my umbrella, and I cried so hard the rest of the bus ride. I was like apologizing to her from like halfway across the bus. And she was like, "No, you'll get it when you leave."
So did you get it back though?
Yeah, I did.
That's good.
I did get it back. I got it back. I got my umbrella back.
That's good. That's very good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's right, bitch.
Oh my gosh. But we're just kind of talking about like disconnected ideas, but you actually said like a childhood phase with Warrior Cats.
Yes.
You know? But I don't know if like I definitely had a big Minecraft phase.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I first downloaded, my sister and I on our iPads got Minecraft Lite for free.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
And we tried it out and we were like, "Oh my god, this is literally the greatest thing of all time."
Mm-hmm.
So then we saved up our allowance and we got it. And I just remember one time, this is just like random memories flooding back, but one time we were sitting on the couch playing Minecraft with each other. We were building a castle in creative mode or something. And I said to my sister, I was like, I heard this. I just randomly said the bitch word. And she was like, "Cameron, you can't say that. You can't." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." You know, and then we went back to playing Minecraft. But no, I remember the first time I had downloaded the full version of Minecraft and I started a survival world. I spawned in it was like a geography words, a valley.
Mm-hmm.
Of like where I was like at the bottom of like it was like all these like just like a dip in a I was like at the bottom when I spawned in, like it was just all like sloped up around me, right?
Oh.
And I was right next to like a sheep or something, and for some like unfathomable reason, I thought that Minecraft was like a wave-based combat game. So I mauled the sheep with my bare hands, and then waited for the next round to start, just sitting there. Waiting for like the next challenger to appear. And then I sat there all the way until it became nighttime, and then a skeleton killed me.
That's unfortunate.
But that was just really funny to me.
It's a valiant way to die, I will say.
I remember I remember my we bought Minecraft Java on my dad's PC.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister and I made a creative mode world, and we were flying up into the up to the block limit, but we couldn't figure out how to like stop flying or go down. So we were just like panicking because we were just up in the air and couldn't figure out how to get back down.
Oh, that's funny. I feel like a lot of people have that like first Minecraft experience. Mine was I got Java on my grandma's computer. And I had played Minecraft before, but it was on Xbox, on my friend's Xbox, and I spawned into my first world and I didn't know how to swim. And I spawned in water, and I just kept drowning over and over and over again.
That's really funny.
And yeah.
Well, I guess it's just like, I don't know, our generation was kind of like the Minecraft kids.
Yes.
And it's like, I guess it's true that we all have that one like just like random wacky experience.
Yes.
You know.
I have a lot of random wacky experiences in Minecraft.
But no, I guess like going on with the whole Minecraft phase thing, like one of my fondest pastimes as a young lad was browsing the App Store trying to find other Minecraft clones to satiate my block crafting desires.
Yes.
Did you ever play Survival Craft?
I don't know if I played Survival Craft, but I remembered I had played so many scuffed versions.
I know, like there were, like the more it looked like a bad version of Minecraft, the more I wanted it.
I know. Oh my god.
But like I remember, at one point I found Terraria, right?
Uh-oh.
And I watched a trailer in the App Store for it, and the trailer in the App Store, I don't know what it was, but it literally blew my mind. And I was like, oh my god, this looks like the greatest game ever made. Ever. But I was broke as a joke as a child, and I did not have $7.99 to cough up to Relogic. So I remember my sister was always the frugal one. She always saved money even from a really young age. And I remember I was asking my parents to let me buy it, and they were like, no, you don't have money for it yet, because, they were trying to teach me money sense and skills at the age of 7 and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Or I must have been more like 10. I don't know. But no, IDK.
UDK.
But on the iPad mini, of course.
Yes.
But I just remember my sister, I begged her. I literally distinctly remember throwing a tantrum on the ground, kicking and screaming, begging my sister to loan me $7, and she was like, no. But weeks passed, and I scrounged up enough money, and I bought Terraria. And it's so crazy to me, because, like, I used to do this thing, like, I called them, like, cartoon mix, where like, I'd just take a piece of copy paper and just draw a bunch of garbage on it. Mm-hmm. And I remember, like, for the 5th one, I made, like, a Terraria edition.
Terraria.
And, like, back when I thought that the Thorn Chakram was the best weapon in the game. And, like, just, like, one time I found, like, all these drawings of like Skeletron and the Eater of Worlds that I made as, like, when I was, like, 11. And it's just so wacky to know that, like, Terraria became such a big part of my life later. Because, like, I played it on my iPad mini, and then years and years, like, years passed, and I got to be like 14 or 15 probably, or maybe more like 13. I don't know. A few decent amount of time later, after I had forgotten about the game, when I was because I started as a mobile gamer.
Yeah.
Then I became an Xbox gamer. Then I became a Switch gamer.
There you go.
And now I finally settled as an absolute PC simp.
Can you call that a PC?
It's a gaming laptop. but no, so this was during like the console period of my life, right? Mm-hmm. I guess those were all phases, right?
Yeah.
Talking the title of the video.
Yeah.
But
phases.
But no, I just remember I was like again just browsing the Xbox store just to find random stuff because I was bored, and I found Terraria again, and I was like, huh, that was always a cool game. And then I reinstalled it, and I remember my first playthrough was like 120 hours.
Holy crap.
I just grinded that out.
Oh my god.
I think it was because I was probably stupid and didn't know what I was doing, so it took a long time. But no, Terraria is probably my most played game ever. I have to guess it's like 12, like probably like 1,500 hours to 2,000 across all the platforms. Because like on PC now I have like 1,000 or so. I'm getting there. And like the amount that I played Terraria as a kid is a lot. So, I don't know. I guess my Terraria phase never really ended.
I don't think it did, no.
But it was. Did you have anything similar like that?
I know I don't want to circle back to Minecraft, but I think I have to because Oh god. I went through like phases. I think a lot of people do this of like they go through 6 months of being obsessed with Minecraft and then they drop it. At least that's what I did. But now I like play Minecraft every night. And
Yeah, sometimes those things just creep back, huh?
yes, they do. And I'm not good at the game. And genuinely, I don't think Minecraft by itself is that good of a game, personally.
I don't like Minecraft
I
anymore.
I really
I-
don't.
Like I played it with you like a lot back in quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Like we would play like on the Hive and
The
stuff.
Hive is a beautiful place.
But like I would never play solo Minecraft.
No.
You know?
No, me neither. It's just because like every time I play with other people, and that's why it's fun. But like as soon as you take away those other people, it's just. I think it's just it's a game that doesn't have a lot of. You have to make goals for yourself.
Yeah, it's very the experience is very self-created. In a game like
Yes.
Terraria, it's like there's so much content and so much that there is to do.
Yeah.
But in a game like Minecraft, really it's like it's what you do with it more.
Exactly.
And I think that's part of why it's so popular is
Yeah.
that people that really love the game can do what they want with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like the whole appeal of being able to make like SMPs and stuff and having those
Exactly.
expansive worlds.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a foundation for stuff.
Exactly.
But for me that's just like not nearly enough
No.
to
Like.
keep me entertained
No.
because I'd rather play another different games, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think Minecraft is a great game. It's a great vessel game, is what you said. Like
Yeah.
it's fun with other people. I think it's just I can waste countless hours of my life on it. But I don't know. I think Minecraft by itself, single player world, is just so ungodly boring. It's
I
just
know.
it's so boring.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too is like I feel like in that sense it is kind of more of a kid's game in a way because like
Yeah.
kids are so fascinated by it and so
Mhm.
entertained by it, you know.
Yeah, I remember when I was 9, I could spend countless hours just goofing off in a creative world by myself. I would have so much fun. I could never do that.
I know, like that's the thing is like and you know, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. And
Yeah.
like I'm not saying it's only a kid's game.
Yeah.
You know, like anyone can play it, but I feel like that fascination with and like enthrallment in the world you have as a kid and like
Mhm.
those limitless possibilities that just never really comes back the same way. you
No,
know?
it does not. Well, that's kind of sad a little bit, but
Yeah, but again, it's like I don't have that many specific memories of playing Terraria, but it's like, well, there are a couple. Like I'm an OG Terraria gamer. Like I
Yeah.
think I must have started playing it. And it was like version 1.1 or so.
wow.
Because like I remember back when I played it. When I was in like third grade, that was when Akram on console was still a thing, and I would play with my buddy at the time. And I remember like we never made it to Akram, but I think that was only a console thing. Back when the console version of Terraria had more content than PC, it was
Oh.
really weird for a while.
That is weird.
But now now everything's standardized. But no, one thing I distinctly remember is for mobile there were some exclusive pets.
Oh.
This was real. It's really weird. Like nowadays Terraria
Mm-hmm.
is a much more standardized. But like back in the day, it was like the Wild West.
Oh.
You know, it was like, don't get me wrong. Like I don't think I could stand to go back and play the old versions because with all the quality of life changes they made, it's like this version of Terraria is so. It's an amazing game.
Mm-hmm.
Like the amount it's evolved, it's pretty crazy. All for free, you know. But no, like there were exclusive pets. Like if you had it on Samsung, like the mobile version on Samsung,
Really?
you could get like a pet of like the little android guy.
Oh, that's cute.
And on mobile versions only, there was a collab with. Did you ever play the Worms games? With those little worms that would like blow each other up.
Slither.io.
No, like
No.
it was like they literally like shot guns.
No, I do not.
What was it called? I think it was just called Worms.
I don't know.
But no, there was a collab with that too, and you could have the little worm guy,
Oh.
and he would spin around and follow. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. I guess I should have expected this video to just talk about childhood gaming,
We were gaming.
knowing the two of us, but
I came out of the womb with a controller in my hand.
for real. But did you have like any other major things you went through?
Oh, I'm trying to think.
I mean, like, would you say you had like an art phase or something like as a kid?
No,
Or was that just kind of always there for you?
I think that was just kind of always there. I can only think of video games now, but like Animal Jam was a big one for me. That was a big one.
Animal Jam.
Yes, I was an
Oh my
Animal
gosh.
Jammer. I was also a dragon kid. I really liked dragons like a lot when I was
I just got them
grade.
exposing themselves over here.
Yeah. Yeah. I was a dragon kid. I loved How to Train Your Dragon. Like,
That's the thing is like, despite the fact that I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't say this. My Shrek phase.
you don't have to if you don't
Because I was
want
just about to say, despite the fact that I went through a Shrek phase, I never really watched any other DreamWorks movies and got into them that much. Even though I know that like How to Train Your Dragon is probably more
beautiful.
cinematically sound than the Shrek franchise.
Well,
Although
well,
Shrek is pretty good.
Shrek
though.
is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
But no, yeah, I had a Shrek phase.
Yeah.
And in 6th grade, it got to the point where some of the people in my grade knew me as by my name, and everyone else knew me as either Shrek Boy or the Onion Kid. And that was something I had a hard time shaking. Like in 8th grade PE class, one kid turned out and he's like, "Hey, aren't you the Onion Kid?"
I'm
like, bro,
I would say there are worse things to be known by, but that's pretty bad.
it is pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
But yeah, my 6th grade English teacher, Mr. Bongus.
Yeah, Mr. Bongus.
I guess I actually talked about this a little bit
Yeah.
already, didn't I?
hmm I think you went into great detail.
Did I go into great detail?
Maybe.
I guess this whole concept kind of overlaps with the whole middle school cringe thing a little bit.
It does a little
But
bit.
it's more we're more trying to talk about like actual like as a kid, you know.
Yeah.
Were there okay, so I talked about Moon Sand, right?
Sand.
Were there any like toys you were obsessed with or like stuff for like Christmas you like really wanted when you were young or anything like that?
I was
Saying that now, I remembered I had a huge Lego phase.
Oh
Like
yes.
did you ever go through anything like that?
I still really like stuff. This is sad knowing that I still like a lot of this stuff, but I loved stuffed animals so much. Like I had so many. It was a problem. But I don't think I still have a lot. It's still a problem. I don't know if I had anything like Legos per se. Do you remember those Zuzu pet like hamster things?
Oh my gosh, I do.
I had a few of those, but I don't remember much about them. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a very foggy memory, very vague. Just
Yeah.
these weird robot hamsters.
That's the thing about this video is when we sat down and recorded, I was like, I don't have any idea what I'm going to talk about. Then all the memories just randomly come flooding back. You know?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't think I had anything like Legos or anything that I was particularly... I didn't have a franchise I was particularly attached to.
Were there any like movies as a kid that like defined your existence?
How to Train Your Dragon.
You did mention
yes.
that. We talked about books, movies, games, all that stuff. I mean, is there anything else big you think you would say like like when you think about like being a kid, like what do you think of?
That I was probably a furry. I
wasn't gonna ask you to expose yourself like that.
I mean, like I played Animal Jam a lot.
That's true.
I think Animal Jam is what made me like. I don't know. I don't know if I could consider myself a furry.
Well, wasn't it just like you drew like anthropomorphic animals and stuff?
Yeah.
At the age of 8 and just didn't really know the difference, and then you grew up and you're like, oh wait, I was a furry.
I think I didn't have a fursona, but I knew what the furry fandom was.
Really?
Like,
I thought you just like did it out of innocence. Like you just liked cats that much.
Back in like 2nd grade, I was like out of innocence, but like in 5th grade, I knew what the furry fandom was. I didn't have a fursona or anything, but I just played a lot of Animal Jam and I drew a lot of like anthropomorphic animals, and like I think I was a furry. I genuinely think I just was a furry. I don't consider myself to be a furry anymore.
Just for the record, boys.
Just for the record, I'm not a furry. I promise.
I swear, guys.
Guys, please. But I think I don't know. I don't know if I can consider myself a furry. I don't know what the qualifications are. I didn't have a fursona.
It's like baptism. Once you're in, you're in.
Yeah, so I don't think I was quite in the fandom, but I think I was very close to like just being a furry, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you one of those? Were you one of those kids in elementary school that would hiss at people? Because that's the metric for being a furry as a child.
Like, I mean, in the,
Like, if you hiss at people, that's a problem.
like maybe in the Warrior Cats role plays, but like I feel it's like I wasn't like in the hallways like going like to like I don't know, a kid I didn't like.
Dude, this cat girl in 3rd grade hissed at me. And she also had a crush on me.
That's how you know. It's like when the cat girls hiss at you, you know. They're like
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then one time at lunch we were eating together. And she was like, and she just looked at me and she's like, "I like you."
meow.
No. You ruined the story. No, but she looked at me and she told me she liked me and I was like, "Yeah, I like you too." And then I stood up and walked away to throw away all my Lunchable and all that stuff. And her and the friends she was sitting there like, "Oh my god, oh my gosh." And I came back and I sat down and I'm like hand on the table, but only as a friend.
You're
I was an asshole.
dang onion boy. I don't that's
That was way before Onion Boy.
Oh, dang.
But yeah, was it I don't know if we went to the same elementary school.
We did not.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Mm-mm.
But at my elementary school, like in 2nd grade, it was like a huge it was like this trading. It was a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess this is a childhood phase that extends outside of me. But like, kids would like constantly trade pencils and erasers and stuff. Like, was that a thing for you?
We had trading, but it was like actually Pokemon cards and stuff. So much so to the point where it got banned. Like we couldn't bring like Magic the Gathering. People brought Magic the Gathering cards to like 5th grade, and they like you couldn't bring those anymore because people.
I went through a Magic phase. Actually, now that I think about it, I did.
You did.
Yes.
Talk about that. Just
Talk about that?
Tell me about it.
I got a bunch of cards, and I remember there was one time that like my group of 3 friends at the time, we all played it together. And I remember like we had a an intern teacher in like 4th grade that would play it with us. So it was fun, but like I remember like one time at like the age of 10 that there's this thing where like when a new like deck or like when a new like generation or whatever of cards comes out, it'll like there'll be like a an event at like local like centers where like people all get together and like make sets, like make decks with the new cards and like play each other.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, "Dad, can I go to that?" And he was like, "No." Because like just imagine 10-year-old me with my dad standing behind me playing Magic the Gathering with some like 40-year-old neckbeard. That was like what it would have been.
Okay, now that I think about that, yeah, maybe it was a good thing you didn't go. Yeah,
For real. But no, I remember like I had this card and one of my friends was like, "Oh my gosh, can you trade that with me?" And I was like, "Sure." And after they took it, they were like, "Ha, screw you. This is one of those cards." Because like in Magic, there are like these 7 cards or something that were like made in like the 1st generation when like the game first came out, and they're like so overpowered that like they're banned in most like Magic games. And like I managed to get my grubby fists on one of them. And my friend took it from me.
That's so sad.
It probably would have been worth money or something.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I actually still have them down here. I still have them somewhere. But I haven't played in years. But I did have a Magic phase.
Wow. Dang.
I was a what were the elements called? My decks were always the skull and the sun. I played those two. If you played water, you're a bitch.
Okay, I will. If I ever
I
pick
don't,
up.
I don't remember if I had I think I might have had I think I had one deck I used that was 3-way. I had the sun one, the skull one, and the forest one.
I have. This
If you
makes
played
this,
water or fire, you were such a bitch.
This all makes sense to me right
Like
now.
actually, I'm not even.
But like fire's cool.
Dude, what if I got out my Magic cards again?
Like right now.
After we're done with the podcast, we'll play.
Oh boy.
But no, yeah, this is what I mean. Like all of these random memories are just resurfacing, and
Exactly.
it's literally like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast. You know what I mean?
I forgot that's what those
I never
were
watched
called.
that show as a kid, but
What a show. Oh my god.
oh, did you like watch shows as a kid? Like what shows did you watch on TV? Like what like or like what was your Disney Channel staple? Or were you a Cartoon Network kid? You would be.
I was not actually. I thought they were like so vulgar and inappropriate. I'm like, that's just such immature humor. Cause
Do you remember Disney XD?
yes,
It was literally called Disney XD.
XD. I didn't get the XD until later. And
That's just so funny to
like
me.
XD.
Back when Disney Channel had like 4 different channels
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
for like depending on how edgy you were
Exactly.
as an 8-year-old.
I liked Jesse and
Oh my
Austin
gosh.
and Alec.
Dude, I watched both of those, and I watched Good Luck Charlie.
Good Luck Charlie.
That
was
was
really
like my
good.
favorite one.
That's a good show.
Bob's a G,
Yeah.
and then PJ's just stupid. But his
Little bit.
biological name is PP or something. Did you see that episode?
I had to watch all of those episodes like on demand on my cable. So I don't know if I saw that
If you didn't grow up in our generation, then this is like the equivalent of 90s kids.
You youngins these days with your Netflixes and streaming services,
With your Tic Tacs and
your Tic Tacs and your knickknacks.
oh my gosh! But I that's the thing is like the more you just like randomly talk about things, the more is gonna just come
It's-
rushing back.
That
you know?
is yes.
But do you think there's anything? I guess since we got the furry phase out of the way, got the cat out of the bag, so to speak.
That yeah, like
I don't know if I think you fully exposed all the secrets. So
I think I did. Yeah.
I
pretty
don't know
much.
if there's any other like I don't know if there are any other really embarrassing things I did. But like things that I can say on YouTube.
Whoa.
It's not that bad. It's just like there was one time as a kid I forgot.
You forgot?
Yeah, I forgot. But I think I did go through a phase of being lonely and depressed
That's
as a kid.
whoa.
But I don't know if that's might not be the right mood for this podcast.
Oh, dang kid.
But really though, I guess okay, real talk. I guess I did go through a phase of wanting to do sports. Did you ever have
Really?
that?
I hated any sport that I was put into. So no, I
No,
did
here's the
not.
thing. I hated all the sports too.
Mhm.
But the difference was that my dad was an all-star varsity athlete in high school, best wrestler on this side of the country, you know?
In the world, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
But so, naturally he was like, "Oh, my boy can play baseball," or I played softball, "Oh, my boy can play basketball," and I tried things out, and every time it didn't go well. And finally, well, now my parents had to eventually slowly and painfully come to terms with the fact that I am a gamer. But not a sports kid. Can you oh, excuse me, but had Qdoba for dinner.
Oh,
But
congratulations.
no, but I actually seriously wanted to join the football team in middle school.
Uh-huh.
Can you imagine?
No.
I am such I have said this on the podcast before. I'll say it again. I am such a little bitch. I am so fragile. You know? I would get I got a concussion from band class.
How'd you get a concussion from band class?
There's no way you don't know about this.
Maybe I do. Maybe I just.
I'll
Maybe I
tell
forgot.
you later.
Okay.
But we are getting to about 35 minutes deep in the podcast. So if there's any closing remarks you want to throw out before we wrap it up here.
I don't know. I feel like all I had to say about being cringe, I think I spoke so eloquently in the middle school cringe.
We're all in a tiny rock that's going to
Well,
explode one day.
I don't know.
So true,
It's
bestie.
so true. I think, yeah, just my motto is, I don't have a motto, but just be cringe. Just allow yourself, play those warrior cats role plays. Hiss at people in the hallway. Life's too short.
Maybe we don't take it that far. But I guess maybe my takeaway would be that. Okay, so here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
To get into one more little story real quick.
Okay.
You know, like, we all laugh at the nice guys in The Simps, right?
Yes.
But, like, I truly think all of us were that at one point. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Maybe,
Depends-
is that just a me thing?
It depends on what your definition, I guess, of a simp is.
No, but, like, you know, like,
Because
I don't know. Anyways, but, like, my point is, right, like, we all were cringe at some point as a kid. You know, like, we all went through that awkward phase.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it may have been. And I guess just, like, think about what that was for you and just be humbled,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
Because we were all there at one point. And I guess, you know, if you're hissing at people in the hallways, the
Yeah.
only way to go from there is up. So
Oh, that's so true, bestie.
so true, bestie.
So true.
So yeah, I guess is that it then?
I guess it is. I think we gave the people our wisdom, and you guys are now set for life. So
True. Think
Yeah.
we can muster one last hiss for the fans?
like right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let me like rev up for it. Let me do like. Okay, so like POV. You're
This
in the
is a dumb idea. I'm not gonna make you do this. That was.
I'm going to just.
Oh,
just
okay,
do-
okay,
you're
I got
just
you.
like a POV. You're in the hallway. You see me, my black hoodie and my bang over my eye. I drop my pencil. You go to pick it up as a kind gesture. You tap on my shoulder. I whip around.
That's so bad. I can sense my microphone didn't want to have to process that, but it did.
I can do it again.
No, thank you. You know what, boys? I want to thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.